Hello and welcome to week 16, piece 31 of the Wall of Stitches crochet along. And we're going to start this week with the pistachio stitch. So this is a really nice simple stitch but has a sort of raised texture on the front that just looks really lovely. So to start the stitch, you're going to need a foundation chain of 31. So for the pistachio stitch, we're going to be starting in the second chain from our hook, and we're going to make a single crochet. So that single crochet is the first stitch of our row. Oops. So I'll just add a stitch marker in. And then we're going to skip the next 2 stitches. Okay, and then in the next stitch, we're going to make 2 double crochet. So both in the same chain. And then we chain 2. And still working in that same stitch, make a single crochet as well. So into that one chain, we've got 2 double crochet, chain 2, and a single crochet. Okay, so then we're going to skip the next 2 chains, and in the next one, again, we're going to make 2 double crochet, then we'll chain 2, and still working in that same chain, make a single crochet. And that's the repeat for the row. Skip 2 chains, and in the next chain, make 2 double crochet, chain 2, and single crochet. And so we're just going to carry that on down the row. Skip 2, and then in the next stitch, 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then still working in the same space, make a single crochet. And you'll do that until you have 2 chains left. So when we have 2 chains left, we skip 1 chain, and then in the last chain of the row, we're going to make a double crochet. Okay, and that's row 1. So then I'm going to turn and chain 1. And in the first stitch of the row, we're going to make a single crochet. We'll just add a stitch marker into that. Now we're going to skip to the chain 2 space. And in that space, we're going to do the same repeats as we did before. So into the chain space, we're going to make 2 double crochet. Just grab some more yarn. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, and still working out that same stitch. No, chain 2, and then we go to the next double crochet and make a front post single crochet. Okay, so the 2 double crochet go into the chain space, the front post single crochet goes around the double crochet. Okay, so it's pulled it up a little bit there, but that is, so 2 double crochet, and around the first one, you make the front post single crochet. So then we skip to the next chain space, and we do the same thing again. So row 2, we're only working into the chain spaces. So make 2 double crochet, chain 2, and then working around the post of the next double crochet, front post single crochet, and repeat that all the way across the row. So skip to the next chain space, make 2 double crochet, chain 2, and around the post of the next double crochet, make a single crochet. And so after you finish the last, repeat in the last chain space, skip to the last stitch of the row, and make a double crochet. Okay, so you get these lovely embossed stitches around the front. So to complete your pistachio piece, you're going to be repeating row 2 until you have 9 rows in total. Once you finish row 9, you can cut off and weave in your ends, and then it's time to add your border. So for this piece, you're going to be making a single crochet in each stitch across the top and bottom, and that will give you 30 stitches in total on those edges. For the sides, you're going to make 2 single crochet into the side of every double crochet row and 1 single crochet into the side of every single crochet row. Make sure you add your extra stitch in the corners for the turn, and that will complete round 1, and then you add rounds 2 and 3 as well. So once you've finished your third round of your border, cut off and weave in your ends, and then it's time to join this piece with last week's bird footprint piece. So once that's done, it's time to move on to the second piece of this week, which is the mixed loop stitch. So I will join you for that in the next video.